Howdy, howdy. How are ya? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right. Running slightly late today, but it's all good. I did post to say that it would be late, but that didn't seem to go out either. Welcome, whoever you are. Hashtag Health, Wealth, Life. Day 70. Day 70. Daniel from shapetrainer.co.uk. You're welcome to check that out at any point. Don't do it now. Don't leave me. Stay with me because I want to share something special with you. Let's get some more light in here. Carmen, how are you? Hope to see you tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I will. I look forward to it as always. As always. Right, so what's something that you've picked up from Health, Wealth, Life recently? What's one thing you've picked up from Health, Wealth, Life? I'm curious to know. Tell me what it is. Pop it in the comment box below. Roasting in it. We'll get the light right in a moment. So, and what was one thing you want to learn? What's one thing you really want to learn? What's been going around your mind? It might be in lifestyle, might be exercise, might be nutrition, might be supplementation. What's the one thing you want to learn? So pop that in the comment box below as well. Right, so let's get straight to it today. Saturday, I'm sure we're busy. We've got the afternoon doing stuff to do, maybe with family, maybe we're out partying tonight. So let's get to the point. Two remarkable things happened today. Two remarkable things happened today. One was a conversation, and I'll share about that in a minute. And two was a podcast. So I think I keep doing the twos the wrong way around. One was a conversation and the other thing was a podcast, which I'll share both with you. So they were really poignant and actually powerful. Can't get this light right. That'll do. All right. So both pointed to expansion and freedom and really success. And what the hell is that all about? And what the hell does that mean? And how do we achieve it? How do we more likely guarantee our success and get towards our goals? And I had an epiphany through these two things today, through a conversation and a podcast. It wasn't an Australian conversation, a convo. Welcome. I had a convo today. We had a few shrimps on the barbie. But I like to abbreviate things sometimes, and Australians tend to abbreviate quite a lot of things. I love it. So it was an epiphany around success. So I was talking with a friend, and as you may know if you've been watching these videos, my gym closed down in January, so there's been a bit of a process finding a new space and getting settled and making sure we're all on the right path still. It's a time to recheck ourselves and what we're doing. So one friend's looking at different places to work, and he's younger than I am. He's a good 10 years younger than I, but good trainer, and he's looking at some really quality places. So I say to him, you've got to move. You've got to move, man. You've got to think about what you're stepping into and what the opportunities are for you. Right now, you don't have the commitment, you don't have a house, you don't have any children, you don't have any real commitments that you're stuck here. You need to make the move now while you're in that transition period into a space where it enables you to grow much bigger than where you currently are. Now, if that wasn't obviously apparent, then you'd stick where you are and make the most of it. But he has one option, for instance, there's a Dubai option. So I said to him, look, if this just came out of my mind when we was in the conversation, I said to him, look, go to Dubai, take that job, live in Dubai. That's the thing. That is exactly the kind of thing that life memories are made of. What do you say when you're 60 years old? Yeah, I lived 2 years in Dubai. I lived a year in Dubai. I lived 6 months in Dubai. I lived 8 years in Dubai. Whatever. I lived in Dubai. I lived in Kuala Lumpur. I lived in Singapore. I lived in wherever, the States. And he's already been lived in other places in the world, but it's great, builds our rapport with people around the world, builds our experience. So I said that to him, and it made me think, that's damn right. And I said to him, look, don't worry about it. It's a big step, it's daunting, yeah, but don't worry about that. You've got to step into it. Just say yes, 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 get the job, take the job, book the flight, you're on your way there, and you might be thinking, oh shit, what am I doing? But just commit to that, and then you'll figure it out. You'll find a way, you'll make the most of it. You're going to make it work. So that was the first level of the epiphany, that conversation. I thought, you've got to take the step now. And one way to guarantee your success is to step into something that's a big step for you. You think, whoa, I don't know if I can make that jump. Don't know if I can make that leap. Claudette, how are you? Good to see you on board. I haven't seen you on a live one before. Good to have you. So anyway, having this conversation about, and I had the epiphany about success, and I realised back in the room, one way to succeed is to make that big leap, that big step, that commitment, and then figure it out once you're on your way there, or once you're there, figure it out. The other thing, Les Brown says, make the leap and grow your wings on the way down. We can grow our wings on the way down. Don't think we've got to have everything perfect and aligned and then I'm going to do it. Done that many times with a website. I want it all perfect and I want this and this and this. And then most people are like, that bit shit. You know, you're like, wasted all my time doing that and trying to perfect it. But you just need to commit to something, get it going and figure it out as you go along. Think about Microsoft. They release stuff all the time. It's still not finished, still not perfect. Norian or Noz, are we going with Norian now? Welcome aboard. Good to see you as always. So Microsoft release their stuff. It's not perfect and they figure it out. They align it along the way, but they stay ahead of the game and they stay where they're expanding and actually innovating stuff. And you need to innovate your life in that way. And I had that epiphany today. We're talking with my friend. Hey, Claudette. And so commit. So if you want to achieve something big in your life, if you want some more success, commit to something big, you know, a live event. I know, Claudette, you're a singer. So you might, someone say, hey, you want to sing at the, at Wembley Stadium? You'd be like, ooh, I haven't been singing as much recently. I haven't been da-da-da-da-da, whatever. Yes, just commit and then figure it out and do it and learn and learn. Now, that's a big point. I'm impressed. I announced your name right, Norian. Or Noz, or maybe Noz is easy. Anyway, so that's the first level of the insight that I gained today and I want to share with you about success and how we do that. So we need to take that big leap and commit to something that scares us. So for instance, Health, Wealth, Life, I've said 365 days. Will I make it 365 days in a row? We're 70 days in. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Watch this space, but I plan to. I've committed to it. I've said it and I'll figure it out as I go along. Maybe some days I'm not going to feel well. Maybe some days I'm going to have the flu. I don't know. Who knows? Even though, you know, I've gone through this conversation before, I'm a health expert, I think I should never be ill. That's something in my mind. Do you agree or disagree with that? You know, can a health professional have a cold or a flu? I have this thing in the back of my mind that I shouldn't, but that's not human, right? It's human to pick up a cold, feel a little bit under weather, something. These things happen, you know, all these things happen. So committing to Health, Wealth, Life, 365 days of the year is massive commitment. How am I going to make that work in my life every day? Well, I've committed to it and I want to be of value. I want to have a life of purpose. I'm happier when I do that. I'm happier when I'm doing, when I'm sharing information that I found that's impacted and affected me in a positive way and I share it with someone else. So hopefully we can, as I say, I always say to learn from our own mistakes, not make the same mistakes. That's not stupid. Then we're not making the same mistakes. So even quicker, speed up that progress. We learn from other people's mistakes. And that's what this is all about. Let's share. So type your, give me a thumbs up, give me a share if anything I've said resonates with you so far. So that's the number one level insight I had today about success, having a conversation. You need to really commit past where you're comfortable and then find out a way to get there. All right. So doing an event, for instance, plan an event, say bang, put the flag in the ground. This is the event. This is the day. This is the time. Figure the rest out. Build up the website or the web page or the landing page. Build up the poster, the flyer, the social media stuff. Do it all after you commit it. Bang, in the ground, and then figure it out as you get along. Yeah, we need some expertise before we jump into something completely. But usually, if we want success in something, it's going to be something we love. So we're going to have some understanding, some knowledge around that. It's going to be something we love, and we'll be able to talk about it. We'll be able to be fired up about it, and we'll be able to move towards it because we're interested in it, right? So the second level, so just to break that down, it's commit, find a way, succeed, or success. Commit, find a way, succeed. So that's the way we do it. So the second one was I listened to a podcast. If you listen to podcasts, give me a thumbs up. Or just write, yeah, listen to podcasts. But it was an amazing podcast. It's Jamie Foxx, and that guy is phenomenal. It's a beautiful podcast, and he's sharing, and telling you about his story and his life, and you realize how intelligent, how free, how talented he is. Amazing guy, and we all know this already. If you haven't seen the film Ray, that was out of this world. But listen to this podcast. I highly recommend. Please listen to this podcast. I'll post the link in it below. If I forget, then just type podcast, and that will remind me. And I'll type the link to the podcast. But absolutely listen to it. It's a podcast with Tim Ferriss, who wrote the 4-Hour Work Week, 4-Hour Body, 4-Hour Chef. amazing guy as well, and he's interviewing him. So it's a really good podcast, really got to listen to it. And it shows you his story, tells you all his story about his grandmother and how he was adopted, and now what his real name was, and how he got into what he was doing and all the little things he did. It's really entertaining. He's really intelligent. It shows you about story and how he committed to things that he weren't sure if he'd bitten off more than he could chew. So it really went hand in hand with my conversation and my epiphany about success with my friend, the conversation. And it shows that most of us don't commit. And he talks about this actually. And he says fear. He goes like, what's on the other side of fear? We don't commit to something because we fear we might fail, right? We fear we might balls it up. You know, I might not do these videos because I think, well, maybe I'll stutter, maybe I'll say a wrong word, maybe I'll look like an idiot. Or maybe I won't. What's on the other side of that fear? Have you got the passion and the drive and the desire to make something special? Actually put yourself on the line. I'll put myself on the line to hopefully deliver one piece of information that you go, that's made my day better. That's made my week better. Whatever that is. Oh, that thought stuck in my mind, what Dan said. And just to share it. But I'll stand there and maybe not get it all right. But that should not stop me. So commit, find your way as you go, correct, just be honest, just be out there, just find your way, commit to it, find your way, and you'll succeed. That's one of the biggest ways for us to succeed, and that's the big insight I had today. So watch that podcast, I'll post it through. So what did you say? My internet isn't behaving right now. So if you can't see it properly, please skim back. It's a really important point, this one, and take some notes, pop some notes on your phone, pop some notes in the comment box if you want to be reminded, or write them down. It's actually really much better even if we write them down. Our brain logs the information more than typing. It's actually a scientific fact that. Right, so that's it. So that's the epiphany, that's the insight about success. Commit, find our way, make the jump, make the leap, and grow our wings on the way down. And Jamie Foxx just backed all that up in the podcast with Tim Ferriss. I'll post the link. Have a listen. Definitely have a listen to that. It's free, and check that out. So tomorrow I'm going to an event. You're welcome to come along. It's in London. It's in Blackfriars. I'll be in Blackfriars from 1:30 p.m. Come and join me. And it's going to be an uplifting, unbelievably good vibe event. And there'll be some fantastic coffee there as well. So you're welcome to join me. If you're interested, then just type interested or send me a direct message. That's tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Blackfriars, Central London. So just type interested or send me a direct message if you want to come to that event. It's just a load of fun, and we'll learn some things, some great mindset, and some really good vibe, really good people, really good vibe there. So you're welcome to come along anyway. The last thing I want to say is I'm running a course at the end of April, which is a 7-week body transformation, or 49 days, 49 online. And would you like to trust your body that you're never going to go yo-yo diet again? Would you like to be able to trust yourself that you can stick to a plan for 7 weeks straight? Transform your body shape. Transform it. Urbanis, good to see you, mate, all the way from LA. How are you? Hope you had a good day. I bet the weather's nice over there. Not bad here today, though, was it, guys? For all of us in England. Would you like to transform your body? Would you like to get in the best shape of your life? Would you like to trim down the belly fat before summer? You know, most of us have similar goals around that thing. So around our body shape around summer, we all want to look better, a bit leaner and a bit more toned. Well, let's take care of it. Let's take care of it once and for all. Once you learn this stuff, once I give you all the information, I'll back you up all the way. I want you to succeed more than anything. I've got some genius concepts around that help you stay on track and stay powered all the way through to the end. So if you're interested in that, type 7WBT in the comment box or send me a direct message, 7WBT in the comment box, or send me a direct message, and I'll get a tiny, fun little video over to you straight away. So that's it. If you want to join me for the event tomorrow, let me know. It's 1:30 in weather not too bad. Excellent. If you want to join me tomorrow, Blackfriars, back in the room again, you're more than welcome to join me tomorrow at 1:30 in Blackfriars. And if you're interested in 7WBT, type it in there. So remember how to succeed. Let's take that leap, grow our wings on the way down. Let's figure it out on the way through and on the way down. All right. Listen back on this and take some notes. There's some powerful stuff in there. And I'll post the link to the podcast as well. Check that out. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Okay, take great care of yourself and everyone around you. Have an amazing morning, evening, or afternoon, depending on where you are and what time you're watching this. And I will see you tomorrow at around 6 p.m. The event's going to be finishing about 5-ish, I think. Sometimes it runs over. So I'll see you tomorrow at some point. Probably 6 p.m. I'll be aiming for it. And remember, happy is a skill that you can learn, and this is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health wealth. Let's take the world with us, and I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. Have a lovely evening.